For today's daily dose of philosophy, I actually have my first request, and we had a request for Diogenes, the father of the Cynic school of thought in Athens. It's interesting because cynicism, it was named after the similar etymology to the word for dog, because dogs are like the most cynical animals. When a stranger comes to your house, your dog just knows they're up to no good and acts accordingly. Meanwhile, Diogenes kind of lived like a dog. He would do things dog would do: lick himself in public, scratch himself, eat, poop, urinate, much to the duress and discomfort of the Athenians. But he liked to point out how their culture was often against nature. Often he could be seen walking through town carrying a lantern in broad daylight. And when people said, "What are you doing, Diogenes?" he would say, "I'm looking for a man." He lived in a giant jar outside of the temple and would eat scraps and pick on people in the marketplace. He would go to Plato's lectures and interrupt and mess with them. It's purported that even Alexander the Great visited Athens and he wanted to meet Diogenes. And there he was sitting in his jar in the marketplace. And when Alexander walked up and cast his shadow upon him and said, "Diogenes, I want to offer you a boon. What can I give for you?" Supposedly Diogenes looked up at the conqueror and said, "Well, for starters, you can get out of my sunlight." Good old Diogenes.